What's up, guys? Welcome back to EDT Ep.200. I'm Steven. These are the videos where I show you my fragrance collecting hobby, discontinued vintage rare and interesting fragrances I show on this channel. And in this video, it's not a discontinued or vintage or rare fragrance. You can still get this fragrance, but this is an interesting fragrance because I've been thinking about getting this. 4 or 5 years ago, I heard about this one and I've been wanting to grab it ever since. Here it is. I finally got it. It's easy to get in USA or online, but not in Japan. Hard to get here in Japan unless I pay a lot of money. This is a Creed AVENTUS cologne, and this one is called Perfumer's Choice No.9 Victor by Milton Lloyd for Men. I'm not going to say that anymore in this video. I'm just going to call it Victor No.9. It barely gets talked about at all on YouTube. You guys might be thinking that Creed AVENTUS is getting kind of old. It's all played out. The Creed AVENTUS clones, there's millions of them. That might be true, but let's face it, guys. Creed AVENTUS is still one of the best men's fragrances ever made, right? In my opinion, it's definitely a top 10, in the top 10 of best men's fragrances ever made. Maybe top 5. I'd have to think about it, but what do you think in the comments? Let's open this one up. Victor No.9. I'm going to do a hand-to-hand test. Is this as good as the real Creed AVENTUS? Let's check it out. All right, Perfumer's Choice Victor. Let's take a look at this thing. So it comes in this plastic case right here. So this is made in the UK. It's easy to get and cheap to get in the UK, I imagine. Eau de Parfum. It's Eau de Parfum concentration. Master Perfumer. So this fragrance company, Milton Lloyd, I looked on Fragrantica, guys. It has like over 100 different fragrances on the database. I guess they have a whole lot of clones. I know they have a lemale clone. They have a Tom Ford Oud Wood clone. And then they have this one, the Creed AVENTUS clone. It's got a little crack. It took a fall. Someone dropped it. But actually, I don't care about this plastic as long as the bottle's all right. Long-lasting perfume, 6 hours. Guaranteed, it says. So what if it's not 6 hours? Do I get my money back? So how did I get this thing? I'll tell you real quick. One of my coworkers was taking a trip to the UK last week. She said she was going there, and I asked one friend a few years ago to grab this in England. He forgot. So this was attempt number 2 with a different coworker. She said no problem. She called her friend in England before she even left Japan. Her friend bought it on Amazon, had it in hand, and she just brought it back to me. So I finally got it after like 4 or 5 years of thinking about getting this. Can't get this in Japan. It is nowhere to be found. It's weird. It's a weird size, 83 ml. Milton Lloyd Cosmetics. There's a website, guys. Milton-Lloyd.com, made in England. Let's look at the bottle. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Perfumer's Choice. Chosen by Victor, Master Perfumer. I don't know the story. I don't know who that is. If you guys know any information about this perfume or any comments about this, please let us know in the comments. There's an expiration date or some kind of batch code, but I can't read it. All right, let me read you off the notes to this one. According to Fragrantica, this one has top notes of fruity notes and citruses, middle notes of woody notes and floral notes, and base notes of oak moss, musk, and vanilla. So it's similar to Creed AVENTUS. It doesn't have everything. It doesn't have the apple, doesn't have pineapple listed, doesn't have black currant or birch listed. Now I heard this has an odd sprayer. Everybody says in the comments how weird the sprayer is. It's like a body spray. So I'm going to compare it to this. I don't have any other Creed AVENTUS clones, so we're just going to compare it to the real thing. You guys saw my video with my Creed AVENTUS collection that I have. I packed it away, don't have it anymore, but I do have this, a 10 ml decant of AVENTUS. I can smell it through all the plumber's tape. Yeah, I think I got this for like $3 and change. It was a raffle, and I won the raffle. I won 2 of these. Maybe I paid $7. All right, so I'm going to unravel this and get these ready. I'm going to spray them at the same time. I'm going to tell you what my initial impression of the opening. Then I'll come back a little bit later and make another video and just show you the last minute what I think about the dry down on these. This thing is a 2021 batch. It's already about 3 years old now. I can attest there are big differences with some of the earlier batches to the modern batches. So I have a 2012 bottle, a small bottle, and let me tell you, that I smelled it. That is like pure smoke. It is so, like the tar and the smoke is so strong. It's like barely wearable. And then when you get to like 2014 and 15, then it gets much more fruity. So it really changed. As far as 1 year, the differences between from batch to batch, I can't tell you the difference between them. So let's do my right hand with the OG, the Creed Aventus. Let's see. There we go. 2 big blasts. And then we have the good old perfumer's choice. Let's watch this thing spray like a body spray. Let's see. Yeah, it comes out like a pressurized spray. I don't see what the big deal is. People are freaking out about it like they've never seen that before. I freaked out when I saw the spray come out of my vintage Drakkar Noir bottle. I wasn't expecting pressurized from 1986, so I guess I can relate to that surprise. Right away on this one, strong alcohol smell. Let's let it dry down a little bit. The reason I was interested in this, when I first heard about this, it was mentioned online that this was a Creed Aventus clone. I think the big boom with the Creed Aventus clones was somewhere around 2018, 2019. It was a big deal. I mean, I got the Armani Club de Nuit Intense Man like in 2017, I think I got that. When I came to Japan, by the way, that is my most complimented fragrance. Club de Nuit Intense Man. I don't know all of the Creed Aventus clones. I know the Al Haramain La Venture is pretty good, but I love the Club de Nuit Intense Man, the original one. And I don't care if it opens with lemon and not pineapple. I wore it so much I got used to it, and after 15 minutes, after the dry down, it smelled beautifully like Creed Aventus for like 10 hours. That is my most complimented fragrance of all time. There's no other fragrance that I put on when I go out where people that don't even know me, I get the same reaction. It hasn't happened 100 times, but it happened a handful of times. I'm wearing Club de Nuit Intense Man. I walk into a room and within seconds, on the other side of the room, somebody says, whoa, whoa, what's that smell? It smells amazing. Someone smells amazing. Who's wearing that cologne? What is that? It could be a guy, it could be a girl. It's the same reaction with that one, Club de Nuit Intense Man. That's why that one is such a big seller. If you look, thousands of sales, thousands of comments and votes. But let's see if this one stacks up. So 5 years ago, I saw a YouTube video, and it wasn't a big channel. I don't even remember what the channel name is. The guy in the channel said that he put this on, and then he went out to a shopping mall or something like that, and there was a woman who walked by him and stopped him and said, "You're wearing Creed Aventus, and it smells amazing. I love Creed Aventus. Like, my husband wears Creed Aventus, and you're wearing Creed Aventus, and it's beautiful. I love it." And the guy laughed, and I don't think he told her what it was. I don't know, but he said this is what he was wearing. Loved this fragrance, and she was convinced it was Creed Aventus, even though it wasn't. So that made me think about this one. And here I am 4 or 5 years later, finally trying it out. Let me tell you what I think of these on the opening. All right away, I'm about 2 minutes in after spraying these. Obviously, the Creed Aventus is better. It's like not even fair. I should just compare 2 clones, right? Yeah, this is that beautiful opening with that pineapple, fruity, citrus scent with a little bit of that vanilla and birch underneath. And this is kind of like, yeah, it's like a cheap copy of it. I mean, you can smell the citrus. Of course, it's not as natural. You can expect that. There's not as many, you can't really tell the notes. It's kind of close. But basically, the cost on this one, it's on eBay. You can get it for 20 bucks. The 50 ml is like 12 or 13 bucks. And a lot of the comments say that, you have some comments saying this is the best Creed Aventus clone for the money. Some people just say this is the best Creed Aventus clone outright. Not so sure about that. And then, of course, you have people that are like, it's a synthetic mess. So you get all the different comments, but this is really loved for the price. It's really a good price at 20 bucks. This glass bottle that comes out like a body spray. Yeah, I could just say this, guys, this isn't bad. It does smell like Creed Aventus. This is a cheap version of Creed Aventus. I can't tell you what it smells like in the air. I'd have to smell this on somebody else to give you a really good... Maybe I'll take this to work and ask somebody to wear it, and I can smell it on another person. I don't know. I'll try. So what's left is the performance, longevity. Let's see where it's at with this one. Hey guys, I'm here to close out the video. This is Steven from the future, but I'm in a weird situation here because when I originally made that video that you're watching now, I forgot to put the ending to it. I forgot to close out the video. I wanted to tell you the performance after wearing it for a week and just give you my final thoughts, but I didn't remember. So I'm going to do it now just to finish the video. I know we're over the 10-minute mark, so I want to make it quick and just give you my final impression of No. 9 Victor compared to Creed Aventus and just some comments on the clones, what I think about them. I don't have the bottle anymore. I already got rid of it, and this is all I have left. I saved a 5 ml bottle of the No. 9 Victor, and I sold the bottle here in Japan for like $30 or maybe $35 because it's rare. It goes for more money. I wasn't really that impressed with it overall. It does smell somewhat similar to Creed Aventus, but from all the other Creed Aventus clones that I have worn over the years, I would say this is kind of on the lower end of those. On a scale of 1 to 10 for good clone fragrances for Creed Aventus, I would give this like a 6. The main problem is the longevity. It really does not last long. We're just talking like maybe 2 hours. That's what I got on my skin. I don't know if it takes a long time to macerate or mature in the bottle, but I wore it around for a week after I made that video, and it just wasn't happening for me. Right now, I sprayed them on both hands. I sprayed the Aventus here, and I sprayed the No. 9 Victor on this one, just so I can remember them. I'm closer to the camp of this is a synthetic mess than I am that this is the best Creed Aventus clone. No, I would just say this is a 6. If I was going to be nice, I'd say a 6.5 at best. So if you're thinking of getting it, if you're thinking of trying it out, I would just say spend as little money as you can. Just get the 50 ml for like $12. Don't even spend $20 on the big one. If you really like the little one, the 50 ml, if you really like it, then go up and get the $20 one. For me, the best clone, the one that I like the best is the Club de Nuit Intense Man, the EDT. That's the only one I know. I don't know the Pure Parfum or the limited edition or any of those. Armani made that Club de Nuit Intense Man back in 2016. So they were really going off the earlier batches of Creed Aventus, and that one does have the smoky element to it that I really like. As I mentioned, I don't care that the opening is more lemony than it is pineapple-y. It doesn't bother me. A lot of people that complain about it actually love the original Creed Aventus, and people that love Creed Aventus that bought a bottle for $250 or more dollars, it's not easy for them to admit and say that the Club de Nuit Intense Man smells great. They're never going to admit that because it looks like they're crazy for spending the money on Creed Aventus. Of course, there's a difference in quality. Of course, Creed Aventus is top quality, but there are a lot of people that don't like the company Creed either and are really pissed off of where the company has gone over the past decade and a half of making Creed Aventus. I haven't tried the L'Adventure Intense, but I heard that is all around the best Creed Aventus clone. Armani was smart because of that lemony opening, and it was different, and there were a lot of people complaining that it's not like Creed Aventus, the opening. They didn't change it. They kept it the same, and I really think that's a smart strategy because they can make more money. The Pure Parfum that comes in a bigger bottle, the limited edition, all they did was tweak it a little bit so that it smells a little bit closer to original Creed Aventus, and then charge $40 or $50 more. It's like $70 for the limited edition. I don't have it. I'm not going to pay that for it. I think they're freaking crazy. People that are spending $70 on the limited edition version of a CDNIM. At that point, you might as well just buy Creed Aventus. I mean, if you just spend another, let's say $75, if you spend $150, you can get like a new Creed Aventus bottle that's maybe a tester or maybe one that's been sprayed once or twice. Just get that. Of course, there's performance issues with a lot of the more recent batches of Creed Aventus, so I've heard. So that's another reason you might get the Armani or the Al Haramain Intense version of L'Adventure. It lasts longer. So for my experience is definitely different than your experience, guys. I have Creed Aventus, I love it, but I also love the clones too, and I'm always on a quest to get the best clones. I would love to get that limited edition CDNIM, but I'm not going to spend $70. I would not spend more than $50 on it. If you're going to spend $20 on the No. 9 Victor, I would say just spend $8 more or $10 more and just get the original Club de Nuit Intense Man if you're not allergic to things that have a lemon scent to it. But I do have to warn you with the CDNIM, if you do spray it, it is pretty strong if you're not familiar with it. But once you go out in public, 20, 30 minutes later, it's just a beautiful Creed Aventus-like scent for a long time, 8 to 10 hours, easy. All right, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Went a little bit long, but that's all right. This was a Creed Aventus and Creed Aventus cologne conversation. Please give me a thumbs up. If you liked the video, I really appreciate it, guys. If you want to see more stuff like this, please subscribe and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Creed Aventus, this cologne, No.9 Victor, any other clones, or just say hi. All right, I always like reading the comments from you guys. Hope you're having a great day out there, and until the next video, take care.